Welcome back to Orange Hat Reviews, everyone. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. So, I will be doing a review for the movie The Core from 2003, the year I graduated high school. And 20 years later, after this movie is released, I gotta say, I saw it early on, back when videotapes were a thing. And seeing it now, I figure I would give a nice review out to give you guys an idea of how this film still holds up in some ways, but in other ways falls short. The film The Core is about how the core of the Earth has stopped rotating, which is causing a lot of different problems. I mean, you got pacemakers going or just stopping, radical superstorms, you got birds going nuts. It causes a humongous climate or global climate crisis. And a team of scientists have to go down to the core and basically try to restart it with nukes. Because nukes, instead of destroying everything, ironically, the nukes will actually restart it, in this anyway. The cast, first off, the cast for this movie. You got Aaron Eckhart, Hilary Swank, Delroy Lindo, one of my favorite actors, Stanley Tucci, DJ Qualls, Richard Jenkins, who else? Jackie Cario, Bruce Greenwood, Alfred Woodard. This entire cast is freaking top notch. They did an incredible job with the acting. However, some of the characters, specifically Hilary Swank's character, I think that her character was written rather poorly because she's a kind of a super genius, I guess, because she can figure out in any different field of science and engineering and all that stuff, she suddenly is Supergirl and can make it all better. That is the lower point of this film in character development. Delroy Lindo and Stanley Tucci are great characters. Aaron Eckhart's character Josh Keyes is is the best out of them. Aaron Eckhart just acted this very well. He handled it very good. DJ Qualls was a perfect comedy, but also semi-serious because he plays a hacker. And Stanley Tucci plays a world-renowned super genius as well. Delroy Lindo, semi-sane but off the grid. One of Delroy Lindo's best lines in this movie: "Why the hell ain't you dead yet?" He says that to Stanley Tucci, and I'm like, oh, God, okay. That is a perfect way of letting people know that these two know each other, and it didn't end well when they parted ways. Holy crap. Now, something that a lot of people don't know is that unobtainium from Avatar, the first Avatar movie, the element unobtainium, was actually stolen from this film. It was actually stolen because unobtainium was the super element they used for the ship in this film that goes down to the core. This movie does have the Armageddon formula, so to speak, from the Bruce Willis film. You get to see all of the problems happening, and you get to see them progressing and getting worse. And then you see the journey of the heroes. Some heroes die. Some heroes don't. And it really is a great holdover from the 90s up until 2000, because this film is basically a 90s catastrophe movie that they had all throughout the 90s. However, I do like this film on a subjective level. Yes, Hilary Swank's character her super genius is just is a little less annoying on a subjective level, but objectively her character is poorly written. Bruce Greenwood's character, who plays her commanding officer and fellow pilot, gives her some great advice, which actually makes her character better in the end. Because he says, you're never really a leader until you've lost. You were always so used to winning. You never get it wrong. You made NASA and me and everybody at NASA look like an ass because of the telemetry going wrong when they were landing a shuttle. She was the only one to come up with the alternate and whatnot, or the alternative landing zone. But yes, this movie, Alfre Woodard's character Stick, who is basically a NASA comms girl, she does such a great job with this movie. She plays such a maternal role. And when Alfre Woodard really shines is when she plays those maternal roles, like she did in Annabelle, or whatever it is. She also played it in Captain America Civil War, where she confronted Stark. I mean, maternal roles are her best roles, as far as I'm concerned, because she just plays them perfectly. Stanley Tucci playing such an egomaniac is so great. Being humbled at the end is a good step, because we all know I value humility. Delroy Lindo and Aaron Eckhart are the greatest ones because they have that humility in this film, as well as Checky Cario, who plays Dr. Serge, Dr. Serge Levesque. This guy has played a villainous role in Kiss of the Dragon, and so him playing a good guy is pretty cool because it shows that he has a great range from good to bad that he does a good job with. Bruce Greenwood's character in this does a really good job at investing into his character as well. Even though he is not one of the main characters, he still is one of the team. And when you die, you kind of feel for it when he passes on in this film. John Amiel, I think, did a good job directing this film. I think that this film, from an objective level, the writing is not as good as it can be. The special effects are aged, but some of them are actually very well done. The special effects for like the inner core or the outer core, where it's all liquid down there and they're in this ship, that's actually very good special effects, especially in the 4K transition. However, the effects of weather affecting things, that's where the digital effects do fall short. Like when the Golden Gate Bridge gets fried, and when you see a statue explode from lightning strike, those are terrible effects. Then you get the good ones, which are the ship, the whales, because there are whales in this film, and the acting. Like I said, you got top tier at the early 2000s. Aaron Eckhart is a great actor. Hilary Swank is a great actor. Delroy Lindo, Stanley Tucci, DJ Qualls, Richard Jenkins, all of them are great actors. And they truly do shine in this film, even though it's fun, serious, funny, but also does give you a good ride of pace, which is great. You really feel for all the characters in this film. So, objectively speaking, I will put this movie at a 7.9 out of 10. It's just under an 8, but it is better than a lot of other films that I have seen around this time period. Subjectively, I put this movie at about an 8.9. I really like it. Hilary Swank's character isn't as annoying in a subjective sense. However, her character is poorly written in the objective sense. Moviegoer, if you like disaster movies, this is a movie for you. If you don't like disaster movies, well, this might not be one for you, but I still encourage you to check it out anyway. Anyway, folks, that is going to be the review. If you like this video, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Let me know all your thoughts down in the comment section below. Stay tuned for Sunday night when me and the Hat Crew are going to be talking MCU Sunday for Captain America: The First Avenger. That's going to be 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. And Monday, my mystery review will happen. I have the hints being posted on my Twitter, so pay attention to them. And I will see you on the next video, folks. Until then, stay humble.